Let's talk Bahco. Wow. So Bahco started in the 1800s, I think like 1850 or somewhere around there. Anyway, they're now owned by Snap-on, and these chisels are made in Spain. So let's give this a go and see what they're all about. So first impression straight out of the box, they do feel solid. They do not feel like cheap tools. I think these handles are made of beech. So in the box you've got three sizes, 25, 18 and 12. So the leather here I assume is to absorb the shock, and also, you know, cheap tools, they don't have leather. So I'm quite excited to test these out. So with these diamond stones you can do it dry, you can use water, or you could use lubricant. I choose lubricant because it's just so much easier to clean. So let's get in there. Let me show you why I use the lubricant instead of water and getting it dry. So firstly, when you use water on these things, especially these sets, is that the water gets into the wood and it starts warping, and then things just aren't solid anymore. Just a quick wipe. Easy peasy. I think I'm just gonna do the one chisel, you know. It's not necessary to do everything right now, because it's just a video that I'm making for you people to find out what's cool about Bahco. Okay. Anyway, let's give it a quick strop. Also, when you're getting a sharpening kit, invest in something quality, because you're going to use it a lot. And generally diamond plated sharpening stones you then hand down, and it'll probably last for generations. Your grandchildren will probably inherit this stuff. Sometimes even the strap too. Cool. Where is my page? Sharpness test. Nice and crispy. So now we're going to see the quality of the chisel. I have a nice piece of cherry wood here, which is quite hard. I'm going to give it a couple of passes, a couple of knocks, and then we'll see if it's still sharp afterwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to test the sharpness on me. And yeah. So I'll be using my own hair. Oh, just give me a second, I need to get the fade in over here. Okay, not bad. So I'm gonna give it a couple of knocks, a couple of passes through the wood, and then come back and do the rest of it to see if it holds its edge and it stays sharp. Okay, that's nice. I'm taking big chunks out of this because this thing is quite sharp. It's nice. I quite like these chisels. I might be here the whole night, so I'm sorry. If this video is going to be longer than what it should be, I'm sorry. It's just that this is very enjoyable. It's very comfortable, it's lightweight, and it just feels solid because I've worked with crappy chisels, cheap chisels before, and yeah, you can just feel when it's you can just feel when something is quality, and these are quite nice. But obviously we need to do some chopping to really test the edge here. Oh, nice. Alright, I like that. Let's just check this out. Oh geez, those chisels are really quite nice, very comfortable to use. This table's so annoying. Okay, so this table I made in 2020 along with this shelf. This was my first woodworking workshop, well, work corner actually. This was just a desk for inside. This wood was actually thrown away by the neighbor around the corner, and we went jogging around the block, and then I saw the wood and then brought it in here and started building. And now 5 years later, it's coming in handy. But when I'm done here, it goes back inside the house to become a desk, or it's just going to become scraps, because I plan to build a lot of things around the house, in the house, and obviously the workshop. So back to these chisels. Now normally you wouldn't hack so much off with a chisel, but for the sake of demonstrations and to find out can this edge hold up. Not necessary for me to do this much, but it's so satisfying. It's so crispy. These Bahco chisels are proper. Ain't gonna lie. So this 3 comes in a pack, but if you go to cibpartners.co.za, you can see the whole range of Bahco chisels as well as other Bahco tools as well. There's quite a big range, and they are quality products. I mean, they're owned by Snap-on, and I don't think Snap-on would want to take any cheap crap. So while you're online at cibpartners.co.za and you're checking out the range of these chisels, you can also find a store locator, so you can see if your favorite store nearby actually has these in stock. If not, you can get them from CIB Partners. For overall verdict, these are quality chisels, and I think I'm going to be using this quite a lot starting now, because this is so satisfying. Oh yes, before we go, we gotta see if this edge has held up. So let's check the sharpness of this edge. Did it hold up after all those hacking and knocking? Actually, yeah, better than I thought. Way better, actually. You guys enjoy the rest of your morning, noon, or night, wherever you're watching this video. I'm gonna be here for the next couple of days, or until this piece of wood is done, because this is so satisfying. And I'm gonna be here a while. So thanks for watching. Please come again. If you like what you're seeing, send it to your friends. If you don't like what you're seeing, send it to your enemies. Okay, just need the views, I guess. But thanks for watching, guys. I'm Gino the Craftsman, and these are Bahco chisels, and they are proper. So cheers, God bless, goodbye.